On paper, this seemed like a terrific idea. We're going to restore a local treasure. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to displace a business or two. They're going to sue us. That's okay. We'll pay them for their inconvenience. Only one problem. We're short, and we're short about $3 million. Welcome to the Plaza Theater in Palm Springs. The original cost of the project, $34 million. They're short almost $3 million. Additional design, work, and building code requirements, a few of the reasons. City will pay about 70% or $2.1 million coming from an existing maintenance fund. Donations of the Palm Springs Plaza Theater Foundation should cover the rest. Truth be told, City didn't build a big enough budget, a contingency into the budget. Our contributors tonight, Katrina Dixon and our good friend Anthony Turk. Okay, Katrina, did the city goof, or is this just common practice when you're building something?
I don't know that I'd call it a goof, but I mean, honestly, you can't be surprised that they've run into this issue. That is a prime spot in the middle of downtown. They're not going to give up that space without its fight, and it was something that should have been foreseen and maybe approached more carefully.
Yes, Katrina, I totally agree that it should have been foreseen. Has anybody on that committee ever renovated their own house? You always build in extra for your budget because you know you're always going to go over budget. And at what point did they not have enough funds to do it and to just realize that things can go wrong and you always go over costs?
Yeah, they goofed basically when they figured the contingency. Do you think the city mishandled the treatment or displacement of Colora Trattoria, the restaurant, Anthony?
Well, I love that restaurant, by the way. I've been there before, and I think they have great food. But at what point, when you're putting together a project of this scale, do you not lay it out and realize how much of the plaza you're going to need and how much of the restaurant's patio is, intruding on the plaza to not make it successful? I mean, that should have all been laid out to begin with. I just can't believe that they discovered it later and then it needed more of a budget later. It makes no sense.
Katrina?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, these restaurant owners, I'm sure, are also thinking, if you're willing to pay out at all, why wouldn't we ask for more? And in the meantime, fight like heck to keep that spot. It really was, that was super poor foresight.
Overall, I mean, money is tight here, and we know money is tight. But should the city continue, and should they have done the Plaza Theater restoration? We know money's tight, but is it a good thing for the city? Katrina?
I think, I understand why they want to bring this in. It's, it's another spot that for a thriving arts area, which is a great idea. But I think a lot of the locals, too, would agree that there's a lot of other stuff that needs to be handled. There's a lot of infrastructure stuff that needs to be done on the roads. There's a big, drug problem for the youth in the area, and we need more things funded like the Boys and Girls Club for the kids that have started aging out of that and need more support as they transition into adulthood. And so money could be going towards those community things. And I could see where this could be maybe kind of saying, oh, this is similar. They could take part in this, but could they? I don't know. It seems like in downtown Palm Springs, it's more geared towards rich tourists.
All right. Let me ask everybody a question right now. Remember, you can lie to me, but you cannot lie to yourself. Now, be honest. Do you return merchandise after using it? 30% of consumers admit to borrowing items. It means buying them with the intent of returning them after using them, according to a new survey of more than 1,700 U.S. shoppers. Parents with kids under the age of 18, millennials, and those earning six-figure salaries are the most likely to intentionally return used items. The biggest borrowed items are clothes and electronic gadgets, where addressed one time to an event, then you just send it back. Okay, time to confess. Anthony, you're up first. You ever do that? Ever order something, wear it once?
Fred and Katrina, I have to honestly say, never.
Oh,
I
never?
grew up Catholic. I went to Catholic school for 12 years. I had nuns my whole life. There's no way. The guilt that I would have to this day, even at night, I wouldn't be able to sleep. Never. I've never done it.
Oh, you're such a little good boy. I love you for that.
Yeah, are you?
I've done that so
No, I don't know how
many
good
times.
I am.
Oh
I think
my
it was
God.
just guilt. It was guilt. I mean, I was terrified.
Neither one of you have done it?
No, I have. That's what I'm saying. He's such a good boy, and that's funny. No, I absolutely have done that. It's like when you have like a special occasion and you need to buy a fancy evening gown or something, and you really don't have the money to be spending on a dress you're only going to wear once, twice in your life, it's easier to go and do that from the store.
Yeah, but of course you can't, nothing can happen to it. You can't get it cleaned, right? You have to send it back as if it was brand new. Oh, and when you wear it, the tags are still on, no?
Oh, yeah. You have to make sure the tags are still on. You don't sweat on it. I mean, you can go in and just be like, oh, it was like that when we got it, and that's why it's we didn't realize it until we were returning it. But at that point, it kind of becomes a lie. You have to keep it going. And I never went that far. Like, if it was something I had to do a story to make happen, I wasn't going to do that. But I had friends that did. It's a pretty common thing, honestly.
Do you know,
Katrina, I drink red wine. I would be an accident waiting to happen. It would have been a disaster. No.
All right, you guys, thank you. A couple of weeks ago, we did a report about a nightmare traffic situation that surrounds 3 Palm Desert schools. It's gridlock in the morning, and it can be dangerous. Thalia Hayden went out yesterday, did a follow-up for our Instagram at NBC Palm Springs.
Last week on the Roggin Report, we addressed a concerning corner where kids go to school and parents get stuck in traffic. There's a particular light at Portola and Magnesia Falls that my daughter and I travel. So this morning, we're going to explore just how much traffic there is and just how safe it is. Right, Hayden?
Yeah. So here's the situation. Every day I wonder, are we going to make it in time? I want perfect attendance, but I think I might get tardy today. And it's all because of this one light where people are almost crashing their cars.
In all fairness, there usually is a crossing guard at the intersection. Today, she's not here. I really wanted to talk to her.
I do see one lady usually standing here in the mornings as well, but this morning she's
not there.
Nowhere to be found, so.
I know I wanted to talk to her, but she's not there. How long did it take?
16 minutes. It's supposed to take 8. It was double the time, but it's okay. I'm about to go to school and learn some cool things. See you later. Bye.
So a lot of viewers on social media were asking, did we make it on time? We made it on time, but it was close.
All right, so when we first started this, a couple of weeks ago, we did the story. The problem was people thought it was unsafe to drive in that area with so much traffic and dropping kids off. What did you find?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, safety is an issue, yes, but the problem is that there's no sign, there's no crossing guard. Sometimes there is, but people don't know what to do. They don't know when they can go. Kids don't know when to cross. That seems to be more of the problem. You know, we need direction, we need a signage, we need lights telling people to slow down. Yes, it does say it's a school zone, but that's not really the issue. It's just more that people want to get to where they want to go.